Hello, fellow racers. We are back again at Spa for race 2 of round 7 of the URL DTM Championship. We'll have a quick rundown through the grid. So we got Moz again on pole. We've got Incy in second place. Fitzy's third. Krisnerv is fourth. Pickles fifth. Drummer is sixth. Boy Boost is seventh. Biggie eighth. Max is ninth. And Hopper's bringing up the rear in 10th. So without further ado, let's get into it. They are off. Fitzy getting a bit of a better getaway that time. So Moz has dropped down to third. Incy has taken up the race lead. Krisnerv trying to follow him in second place. Moz is currently inside off there in third, but looking like Krisnerv's having that smoking issue again. I don't know if it's he needed to change his oil maybe, or perhaps got a dust set of tyres, but putting up a massive smoke screen there. It might have been tactics as well, maybe to keep the rest of the pack away from his teammate there up in first place. He doesn't really need the first place, but he's going to be it'd be nice for him to take home the win in some of these races at least. His teammate is firmly behind him in second for the minute. He is starting to get challenged by Moz though, I think is firmly in his slipstream. We know how fast that Super is in a straight line. Looks like everyone settling into the train at the moment. So Incy is going to try and extend that lead. Krisnerv is following not too far behind at the moment in second place. Let's hope he doesn't have too many locks up like we saw in that around the first turn, because that is going to cost him and it's only going to slow him down. I'd also advise checking your oil next for the next round, Krisnerv. Moz is in third place. He's trying to chase Krisnerv down. He was firmly in the slipstream. I think he's dropped a little bit back now. Fitzy's not far behind him though, so he's going to have to be throwing some defensive shape soon against Fitzy. Fitzy not having the best of a first race. He ended up down in 7th, I believe it was. He's had quite a strong start, and then I think he must have had an incident. I'm not sure if it was coming together with him in another car, or if he just wasn't feeling very confident with the car and got a little bit unsettled and lost it, but here he is now, race 2, and he's 4th position, so that'll be some nice points for Fitzy if he manages to keep it there. I'm sure you're going to be trying to challenge the other two in front of him for 2nd and 3rd. And to be fair, Incy's not that far down the road, so he could possibly even challenge him for 1st. So Drummer is 5th place. He's got his wipers on. I'm not sure why. I can't see any rain out there, but perhaps the drivers can see something that I can't. Got on board now. It's definitely not raining. Perhaps it's giving him an extra 5 bhp having them wipers going. Oh, there was nearly contact there between Boy Boosted and Biggie. Biggie managed to get the move done on Pickle. Pickle's I don't think Pickle expected that move to come there, and he didn't even attempt to cover it off. A little bit of a sitting duck. He's now got hoppers all over his rear bumper as well. He's also bringing Max with him, so there may be changes at the back as yet. Hopper's looking quite strong this round, this race. He's firmly in the slip of Pickles, and it looks like he's actually making a gain on him, so you never know, he may be able to get a move done after this front straight. Most importantly, we've had no safety cars so far. I'm sure I probably would have jinxed it, and we probably will get one in race 3, as we know the reverse grid kind of does shake things up a little bit, so to speak. So the grid's still quite compacted at this stage. You can see that in the on the track map in the top right. There isn't anyone really sort of dropping off the back of the pack at the moment. Hopper's with a bit of a deep line there. Maybe ending up with a penalty, but we'll have a look in a minute. Incy still currently in 1st. Our race leader still currently in first. He's got his teammate behind him. He's started to gap him slightly, but he's not making huge gains at this stage. Krznov has got Moz all over his back bumper at the moment. He's got that rear view full of Supra. Looking like he was going to go for a move there, but I think he thought better of it. He may go for another one down into turn one. We know that can be quite a popular place for an overtake. Krznov actually putting in the fastest lap of a 2:28.9. I believe the fastest lap in the first race was also a 2:28, but I think it was a 2:28.4. And also a big thank you to all the viewers for sticking with us throughout the season and coming back to watch all the videos. I hope you found it entertaining, and we'll keep trying to make it entertaining viewing for you in the races forward or in the upcoming seasons. I think Raj Chand may be coming back to retake the reins for the DTM, but we'll have to wait and see. I may be with you for another season. I will still, however, carry on with the Friday night championships and the Tuesday night series if they're still being run. Fitzy's off the back of Moz now. He's managed to gap Drummer though. I think Drummer was ahead of him, so he's managed to get past Drummer. He's taken that fourth place, or has he? I don't think he was actually. I think Fitzy has been in fourth place all this time, hasn't he? He's now trying to catch up to Krznov. He's looking a little bit slow through that last turn. He picked up a penalty as well, so yeah, Fitzy might be able to snaggle that third place. You never know. So Moz has managed to get past Krznov now as well. It's not what Krznov wants. He wants to be maximising his points if he wants to finish in second place, but I think Moz has found his feet with that Supra now, and he's absolutely flying. You see Fitzy creeping right up onto the back of Krznov. That must have been that penalty. It's really damaged his momentum, and Fitzy, he's having a sniff down the inside. He's not quite close enough. Oh, a little bit of contact there between the two bumpers, front, rear bumper. Fitzy and Krznov, but all is fair. Nobody's lost control, and they're still going. So Inti actually putting in the fastest lap of 2:28.3. So he is trying to cement his lead now. We'll go on board with the race leader in a second and see how much further he's got ahead. We are slowly approaching the 8-minute mark, so firmly past halfway into this race. Boy boosted. Boy boosted, not having to worry about defending at the moment. He's just got to worry about trying to catch up to that pack in front. Looking a little bit out of shape for them the last couple of turns, but again, I think it could just be the stability within the lobbies. Biggie looking a little bit more stable than he has done in the previous races. I think I spoke too soon. It does make your eyes go a little bit funny, I'm not going to lie, when you're on board with Biggie. Hopefully that will be sorted soon. Pickle managing to gap Max now. So the gaps are starting to form within the pack. Here's Max, he's quite a way off the back of him now. It's got to be a good 3-4 seconds up the road to the rest of the pack. Or down the road. I know when me and Serial had the 650S, we were like, oh, he had a big moment, he's had a spin, that's unlucky, Max. I think Hoppers is going to come through. You can just see him there. Max is going to have to be careful of his rejoin. And he's rejoined, no incident there, so that's all good. Hoppers has caught up to the back of him though, so might be able to make the most of that slipstream. These two could work together to catch up with the rest of the pack, but they haven't got a lot of time left. They've only got 5 minutes. 5 minutes remaining in this 15-minute race, so... Oh. He seems to get a bit weird, a bit squirrely going through that last little section there. I'm not sure whether that's the nature of the front engine front wheel drive car. Perhaps it's a little bit squirrely through that last sector. On board with our race leader, Incy. And he has got a handsome gap now. Yeah, he's not having to worry about his teammate or Moz behind him. Although I'm sure Moz is going to be trying his utmost to chip away at that gap before the end of the race. He's only got 4 minutes to do so. Incy looking like he's out for a Sunday drive. Not a care in the world. So yeah, I think Krisner possibly having some technical difficulties with that car. Could be some mechanical issues. We have seen him lock that front wheel up quite heavily twice now in the first race and in this race. So, and Moz is actually on a flyer. He's nicked the fastest lap of Vinci. He's got a 2 minutes 28.090. So he's nearly into the realm of the 27s. And it does look like he is starting to creep onto the back of Vinci. So we could see him challenge for that first position. Incy in the second of the Subarus. Krisner, sorry, in the second of the Subarus. Does look like he is he's struggling a bit today, I think. He's starting to get caught by Fitzy and Drummer behind him. I think a couple of good results and Fitzy could potentially overtake Krisner in the standings, but we'll have to wait and see. Oh, so I think Fitzy's had another moment round the final turn. Drummer's managed to go through the fourth. So him and Fitzy swapping positions. Fitzy's now in fifth. Let's have a quick look at Fitzy, see if he... He's not looking too bad in that Porsche, so... Perhaps there's just a lapse of concentration, that's all it takes sometimes, a little bit of a lapse of concentration and you're off. Dip a wheel onto the grass and have a bit of a slide and you lose that position. Just past the 13.5-minute mark. We've got 2.5 minutes of this race left. Here's Pickle again. I think we're going to have to check back in with the race leaders in a minute. I think Moz has managed to, he's closed that gap right down to Incy now. I think we may see him starting to challenge Incy for that first position. Boy boosted in the second of the Supras. All the way down in 7th. You think he'd be up there with Moz, but perhaps he's actually struggling with the car a little bit. And Max has managed to get past Biggie. I think we just missed that overtake, so after a bit of a shaky start, Max has managed to find his way back up to 8th. Biggie's following him in 9th. Hoppers is down in 10th. We'll have a look at our race leader. So our race leader's actually managed to extend his gap again slightly, so I don't think he's at any risk of losing that first place to Moz just yet. I think this is going to be the final lap for these guys again. Is Moz going to pass the start-finish line? He has passed the start-finish line, so yeah, these guys are going to be battling out for the final lap. The guys behind them have finished. So we've got Krisner 3rd, we've got Drummer 4th, Fitz, he's going to bring it home 5th, Pickle 6th, Boy Boosted, he's going to bring it home in 7th. There he is, 7th place. Got Max and Biggie. Oh, Biggie looking like he's going for the switchback. Is he going to get that move done? Oh, no, I think Max has edged ahead. It's going to be a photo finish again. Oh, Biggie does. He manages to pip it. He's managed to steal that 8th place, sorry, off of Max. Max is 9th. Nice photo finish again from them two lads. They've had some really close finishes all season, I think. I think we've had a photo finish in a few of the rounds. Hoppers bringing it home in 10th place. And then we go on board with our race leader. So Incy is still currently firmly in the lead. This is the final lap from these top tier drivers from League 3. Incy's dominated in that Subaru all season long. Coming in 3rd in the first race, but he's going to bring home the bacon in this one, I'm sure. So we don't get a case of the commentator's curse. I may have spoke too soon, but he's looking fairly calm and collected, so I don't think he's going to put a foot wrong. He hasn't put a foot wrong so far this race, so coming up to the final section now. Around this fast sweeping left-hander. Down into the bus stop for the final time. Yeah, Moz didn't quite have the momentum to be able to catch Incy in the end, so Incy is going to finish in 1st place, and Moz is bringing it home in 2nd. Well, that was race 2, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one. Hope you see me for the next one. I've been your boy Vex. Good night.